So I've done some videos in the past on Windows hotkeys, whether that was Windows 10, Windows 11, or some changes to hotkeys. And one of my friends made a suggestion of consolidating all of that into one big video of my 50 most used shortcuts and hotkeys. So first up is Windows L. This goes ahead and locks your windows, and if you're going to be walking away from your computer and you don't trust people around you or you're at work, this is one that's really good, and then you can go ahead and log back in. Next up is Control W. This goes ahead and closes any windows. You can also use Alt F4. They do the same function. A lot of games do block both of these from working, however, so you may have to jump out and either close it from the taskbar or from your task manager, but Control W and Alt F4 are great for closing windows. Windows I really quickly gets you to your settings screen. This can be extremely helpful if you want to just quickly change a setting. So we all know that print screen is a great hotkey for taking a screenshot of your entire display. And if you have multiple displays, it will do multiple displays, but a lot of the time people are only going to want to screenshot one particular portion or one particular window. So one of the hotkeys for this is Alt Print Screen. This will only take a screenshot of the active window. So if we open up Paint, for example here, we go ahead and paste that, it's just that active window. Now if you want to get even more granular, you can do Windows Shift S, and that opens up your snip tool, and you can go ahead and only take a screenshot of a very small portion, open it in Snip and Sketch, and kind of do whatever you want with it. Another great screenshot hotkey is Windows Print Screen. This will automatically save a screenshot to your screenshots directly within your pictures library. And it's very easy, especially I use this all the time when I'm making videos, to quickly have a saved file. Windows X brings up the quick link menu. This is a really good way to get to a lot of the administrative tools within Windows, and this can be extremely helpful to launching those apps. Windows P allows you to change the display mode, so you can change it from being just to your PC screen, you can change it from being duplicating to extending, and you can also use it to connect external displays like wireless displays. Windows E really quickly opens up Windows Explorer. I use this one all the time. Now while in Windows Explorer, if you press F2, you can really quickly rename a file. This is a lot easier than right-clicking and going down to rename. If you just press F2, it'll automatically allow you to rename it real quick. Alt-Enter allows you to view properties. You can use this on files, programs, executables, drives, all these kinds of things. Very helpful tool. Using Control and then clicking allows you to select multiple non-adjacent items. But if you want to select some in sequence of one another, you can hold Shift, you select your first one, you select your last one, it'll select everything in between. If you want to do everything, you can just press Control A and it'll highlight everything. If you do Shift and the arrow keys, it will do the next or the previous, depending on which direction you're going. And most of these selection hotkeys that we just talked about can be used for text as well. So many of us will know the hotkeys like Control C for copy, Control X for cut, Control V for paste, and Control Z for undo. But if you're trying to paste text without formatting, and you go ahead and copy something, if I go ahead and paste this, it's going to have the formatting on there, but if you press Control Shift V, it'll paste it as a plain text. This one I use all the time. Also within supported applications, if you press Control P, it'll allow you to quickly get to the print menu. Holding Shift during boot will disable all startup and auto-run programs. This is extremely helpful if you're trying to troubleshoot a troublesome program that may be causing an issue for you. Using Windows and then your 1 to 9 keys will launch things from your taskbar depending on what number they are. So if I go ahead and do Windows 3 here, it will launch my File Explorer. So Windows M will minimize all open programs. This is extremely helpful if you really want to quickly get to your desktop or kind of clean up a little bit of clutter. Windows D does something similar, but instead it's actually showing and hiding your desktop. So this one is a little bit more useful if you're just trying to get to your desktop to see something. It'll allow you to see it, and if you press the hotkey again, it will go ahead and show you your desktop. Windows and your arrow keys will allow you to utilize Windows Snap, so I can go ahead and snap it to the left, snap it to the right, snap it to the top, snap it to the bottom. You have a lot of flexibility here as to how you want to use these. If you have multiple displays, you can use Windows Shift and your arrow keys, and that will go ahead and move a window between displays. Now, I end up using this one most often when a window kind of bugs out and goes onto a ghost display, especially with my laptop. I use that to bring it back over into my active window. Many of us know about Alt-Tab for switching between programs, but Windows tab brings up the task view, which is extremely helpful for seeing all of your active programs and easily swapping between them. In the task view, you can also see virtual desktops. If you want to open a new virtual desktop, you could do Windows Control and D. That will open up a new one, and if we go ahead and go back to the task view, you can see that we have now 3 desktops. Using Control and Windows, you can actually swap between your virtual desktops very quickly. Now, one of my most used is using Control-Shift-Escape to get to the Task Manager. This is a lot easier than doing Control-Alt-Delete and then clicking on the Task Manager. I also make sure that I have my Task Manager is always on top, so that whenever I launch it, even if I'm in a game or something, it will always appear on top and help me close non-responding programs. If you have a keyboard that doesn't have a Windows key, you can press Control and Escape, and that will go ahead and open up the Start menu. If you press Windows and H, you will launch the voice typing or the dictation. I don't use that, and I have the settings turned off, but if you adjust that, you can go ahead and use it. And Windows K allows you to open the Connect or the Quick Cast menu. This allows you to connect to things like wireless displays or audio devices as well. So a lot of these next hotkeys are going to be for your browser, but they can work on other programs as well. Pressing Control T will open up a new tab, or pressing Control W or Control F4 will close that tab. Pressing Control and then clicking on a link or clicking it with your middle mouse will open it in a new tab. If you go ahead and close a window and then you want to reopen it, you can press Control Shift and T and it'll open up your last tab. If you accidentally opened up an entire different window and then you closed all of that, you can press Control Shift T and it'll restore that as well. Control N opens things in an entirely new window, and Control Shift N will open up a new private tab, which I know many of you probably use on a regular basis. Control R or F5 will refresh the current tab. Control D will open up the bookmarks menu. It'll allow you to edit it if it's already bookmarked, or it'll bookmark it immediately. So Control Tab or Control Page Down will move you to the next tab, and Control Shift Tab or Control Page Up will move you to your previous. It'll also just allow you to kind of move through them all. So when you get to the end, it'll go right back to the beginning. Control L will jump you right into the address bar. So if you want to quickly go ahead and type in a new address or a search, it makes it a lot easier. Control F allows you to search directly within the page. And F11 opens up full screen mode. So these next hotkeys are ones that are either entirely new to Windows 11 or they're altered on Windows 11 compared to what they were on Windows 10. The first one is if you do Windows and Z, that will go ahead and open up the snap layouts at the top right hand corner. You can also do it by just hovering over the maximize button, but it doesn't always work. So Windows Z is the more consistent option. Using one of these will automatically snap the window to that particular portion, and anything else that's open will snap to the other sides. Windows Alt and Up will snap something to the top of your display, and Windows Alt and Down will snap something to the bottom. This is extremely helpful if you have a display in portrait mode, or if you have one with a very high resolution like 4K or 8K. So these are ones that are altered now. So Windows A used to be the Action Center, but now when you use it, it opens up the quick settings in the bottom right hand corner. Windows and C used to be Cortana, but now that is the Teams chat pop-up. Windows N used to toggle your camera and mic, but now that opens up the notification center in your calendar. And Windows W used to open up the whiteboard, but now that opens up the widgets menu. So this overlay right here is the shortcut guide from Power Toys. I talk about this in a previous video, so if you do want to check it out, I will have a card up top and a link down in the description. And that's it. Those are my 50 favorite hotkeys within Windows. I use a lot of these on a regular basis, and I really hope it helps you out. And if it does help you out, I'd really appreciate if you like, subscribed. If you have any questions, comments, or feedback, if there are any hotkeys that you use on a regular basis that I mentioned, or ones that you use that I did not mention, please feel free to leave those down in the comment section below. Big thanks to my patron sponsors, Thought Slime and Step Back, and thank you for watching the end of this video. If you do want to see any of my other videos about how to do things on your computer, you can go ahead and check out this playlist right up here. And as always, stay safe out there. I'll see you next Saturday.